graders. My name is Miss Troop, and I am the Student Assistance Counselor at Mount Olive Middle School. Today, I will be answering some general questions about the transition from 5th to 6th grade. Question 1 is, will I see students from different grade levels, and if so, how will they treat me? At the middle school, you will see students from 7th and 8th grade in a variety of settings, including in the hallways, during after-school clubs and activities, and even on the bus or on your walk to school. These students remember what it was like to be in your shoes, and I have no doubt they will extend a warm welcome. And don't forget, you mixed with many different grade levels in elementary school, so you may even see some familiar faces. The next question is, will I be able to make new friends? Middle school is a fantastic place to meet new friends. Not only will you see students from 7th and 8th grade, but you will also mix with students from all 4 elementary schools. Question 3 is, will I get bullied? Students are much less likely to experience bullying than they are to come across a typical peer conflict or a shift in their friend group. Most situations with peers during the middle school years can be resolved with mediation or with the help of the adults in the building. At the middle school, we spend a lot of time on prevention-related activities such as Week of Respect and Character Ed lessons to prevent bullying from occurring in our school. However, if you ever have a question or a concern related to bullying, you can reach out to me, the anti-bullying specialist, as well as Mr. Kramer, our building principal. The next question is, will school be stressful? Feeling a bit stressed when trying something new is definitely a common emotion. Most students find that although they may be nervous before entering middle school, they learn the ways of middle school life and adapt just fine. Don't forget, plenty of adults will be there to help. Question 5 is, will I still have my 504 or IEP? If you have an active IEP or 504 plan in place, then the supports and accommodations should follow you to the middle school. However, if you are unsure of the status, it is a good idea to speak to your parents and reach out to your case manager or counselor for more information. The next question is, will help be available if I need it? Extra help at the middle school is available in a variety of different ways. For example, you may choose to attend homework club and stay after school. Or it's possible that you may receive help during your lunch period if a teacher is available. Counselors are also available to speak to at any point in your day. Question number 7, what if I am absent a lot? Attending school on a daily basis will not only help you to stay on top of your work, but it will also allow you to participate in a lot of fun and exciting activities. For more detailed information about the attendance policy, please see the district website. Our next question is, how will I get everything done and stay organized? Time management and organizational styles are usually unique to the individual. However, some universal pointers include writing down assignments and due dates, avoiding procrastination, and keeping designated sections in folders and notebooks for each class. Question number 9, will it be fun? Middle school is an exciting time where many new opportunities await you. Don't be afraid to try new things and get ready to make some wonderful memories over these next 3 years. And the last question in this section is it normal to feel scared? Feeling scared is completely normal, and the middle school staff understands this and is here to support you on your journey. See you soon! Stay tuned for answers to questions from each elementary school.
Hello, rising 6th graders. My name is Mrs. Cavalieri, and I am one of the counselors at the middle school. Today I'm going to be answering some questions from Mountain View Elementary. All of my questions deal with schedules, classes, and finding our way around the building. My first set of questions come from Anthony, Shayna, Kian, and Marco. Their questions are, what will my schedule look like? How many classes will I have? How long is each class? And can you explain the A and B day rotation? Your schedule will have 8 classes each day with a brief homeroom. Your homeroom is going to be the same as your first period class. Homeroom lasts about 10 minutes, each class is 50 minutes, and lunch will be 30 minutes. We run an A and B day rotating schedule. So for example, the first day of school will be an A day. The second day of school will be a B day. The third day of school will go back to an A day. You may have an every other day cycle class if, for example, say you participate in chorus and also play an instrument. You'll have chorus on one day and you'll have the instrument on the other day. You may also have an every other day cycle class if you require an academic support class, like academic intervention math or language arts, or maybe study skills or mastery skills, which is like a study hall. Then you'll have one class on the A day and the academic support class maybe on the B day. My next questions come from Faith and Jaden, and their question is, how will we know what teachers we have and how will we find our classes? You will receive a schedule from us closer to the end of June. On the schedule, it's going to list the class or the subject, a room location, so a room number, and then a teacher. The teacher listed on the schedule will be the teacher that's going to teach the class for you for the rest of the year. Finding our classes. Well, in 6th grade, all of our academic classes, so the language arts, math, science, and social studies, will meet on the 2nd floor within 2 hallways. The rest of the classes, like your cycle classes, PE, lunch, the library, those are all on the 1st floor. It may sound tricky, but you'll get the hang of it as soon as you see our building. It's a big square. My next questions come from Alex. Alex says, where are our classes? Well, to elaborate a little bit more on the previous answer, on the 2nd floor, you'll have 2 hallways designated for 6th grade classes. The way that you'll know that it's a 6th grade class is you'll see a letter before the number. For example, F119. That's a 6th grade class, and I know that because F classes are for 6th grade. If you see an E letter, that's for 7th grade, which is also on the 2nd floor. But if you see a D letter, which is on the 1st floor, that's an 8th grade class. So Alex, you'll have to keep an eye out for the F number classes on the 2nd floor. Your cycle classes such as PE, lunch, art, music, computers, and the library are all on the 1st floor. But the good news is those are usually pretty big rooms and pretty easy to find. They're not within the academic classes where the 8th graders meet. Once you see our building, the 2nd floor is a nice big square. There's no trick hallways. So you'll be able to find your way down. The 1st floor is also a square, but we have some hallways running through the middle and out back by the PE. Once you get the hang of it, it will make a lot more sense. My next question comes from Madeline. Madeline's asking how much time we have between classes and what happens if you're late. Well, the good news is this year we have extra time between classes. We have 4 minutes of passing time. In the past, we've only had 2, and students have been able to make it from one class to the next with 2 minutes. So in 4 minutes, I think that'll be pretty good. If you're late in the beginning, it's okay. Teachers will be out there and they understand that you guys are getting used to a new environment and finding your way around the building. So for the first several weeks, you won't be marked tardy. After that, once you get used to the building, we kind of get up and running, you can be marked tardy. And sometimes those tardies can accumulate into a detention, but you'll never get a detention without hearing from your teacher, your counselor, or even your vice principal first. We'll always give you an opportunity to sit down and talk about it before giving you a detention. But I think you'll be okay with the 4-minute passing time. My next set of questions come from Ashley, Alexa, Giovanni, Julia, and Gabby. And they want to know what happens when we get lost. It's okay if you get lost. I'll say that first. Sometimes even the adults, I don't spend a lot of time up on the 2nd floor. You'll find me wandering around. But just ask for help. There are going to be adults lining the hallways in their classroom doors, as well as some hall monitors and even the counselors and administration. We'll be out there ready and willing to help you guys get from one place to the next. All I can say is don't panic. If the bell rings and everyone kind of disappears into classrooms and you find yourself in the hallway, it's okay to knock on a classroom door and ask a teacher. Just let them know that, hey, I don't know where I'm going. Can you help me find this room? They'll definitely be able to do that for you. And if anything, you can find your way down to the 1st floor to the guidance suite or the main office, which are in the main hallways, and we can help get you to where you're going. My next questions come from Lila and Jaden, and they want to know how long it takes us to get used to our schedule. This is a tricky question, but I would say on average about 3 weeks. That gives you enough time to walk your schedule, kind of know your path, the stairwells, and where you're going. But it's okay if it takes you a little bit longer, and it's definitely okay if you come see us in the guidance suite to help you walk a path and kind of figure out your schedule together. Some kids may get it sooner, but I would say on average 3 weeks. My next set of questions come from Dorothy, Janet, Skylar, and Viola. Will I have classes with my friends? It is very possible that you're going to have classes with your friends. The way we make our schedule is we schedule students randomly by their academic needs. So you may have students from your old elementary school, but you're definitely going to have students from all of the elementary schools in your classes. I always say take this as an opportunity to introduce yourself and to make some new friends. It's always great to feel comfortable in your classes with your old classmates, but it's a lot of fun getting to know new people too. Okay, those are my questions. We're really excited to see you guys. Please feel free to reach out if you have any more scheduling questions or how to get to my class. I'll be more than happy to help you. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your school year and the summer, and we can't wait to see you in September. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Reinreithofer from the middle school. I'll be one of your counselors next year. Looking forward to having you in the fall, and I know it's going to be an exciting time for you, and we're really looking forward to seeing you. Today I'll be answering questions from the students at Sandshore School. Rithish, Mariam, Tyler, Christian, Jolie, and Miriam had questions regarding homework and grades. Generally, they want to know how much homework will we have homework in every class, and will it be hard to keep up? You will not have homework in every class every night. You will generally have some kind of homework every night though. You could get about 10 to 15 minutes per subject for a max of about 1 hour for homework. Some classes have weekly homework like science. Science homework is typically given on a Wednesday, and you'll have till the following Wednesday to turn it in. Generally the load is manageable, but it will be more than elementary school. How does the grading system work? This is from Christy. It can vary a bit by class, Christy. In math, tests and quizzes are 65% of your grade, and homework and classwork make up the rest, with homework being about 15%. For science, tests and projects are 50%, labs 35%, and homework 15%. For social studies, projects 35%, tests and quizzes 45%, and classwork 15%. Homework makes up 5% of your grade in social studies. For language arts, tests and papers 50%, quizzes and projects 30%, and homework 20%. At this time, anything below a 70 is failing. 70 to 79 is from a C minus to a C plus. 80 to 89 is from a B minus to a B plus, and 90 to 100 is from an A minus to an A plus. Hopefully that answers your questions about grading. From Taylor, what if you get a bad grade on a test, quiz, or assignment? Taylor, typically you can redo a test that you do poorly on. That would be a grade below a 70. And you can earn up to a 70 on the redo. Assignments is up to the teacher's discretion. Generally, assignments can't be redone. It's more for assessments. Moving on to Luca. What if teachers go too fast? Well, Luca, if teachers will try to go at a reasonable pace. However, if you struggle with the pacing, there are things that are there to help you. Math Lab is sometimes offered where you can get math help during lunch or another free period. Success Academy has been offered in the past where after-school academic skill building takes place. Homework Club is offered where you can do homework in a supervised room and peer tutors are sometimes available. This takes place after school and children would take the late bus home. Finally, teachers are there to help you. Be sure to ask questions before, during, and after class when appropriate. Don't be afraid to email your teacher. Other offerings sometimes include academic intervention to those students who qualify, and that provides additional academic support in language arts and math. From Christian, how hard will middle school be? Christian, I'd say the old saying, you get out of it what you put into it, applies to middle school. If you come in with a good attitude, a responsible work ethic, and a desire to do your best, you should find it manageable and even fun. So if you've worked hard in elementary school and you've done your best, I'm sure those types of things will continue in middle school. If you struggled a bit in elementary school, now's a good time to rededicate yourself to doing the very best you can, taking advantage of all the help that's there for you, engaging your teachers, engaging your fellow classmates, and putting your best foot forward to having a great year. Really looking forward to having all the students from Sandshore and from all the elementary schools with us next year.
Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Kester and I'm one of the counselors at the middle school. I'm going to be answering questions from Tins Road students about lockers, lunch, and teams. Brandon, Esther, Zamaya, Gianna, and Abigail are wondering how to open a locker. So I'm going to show you with this combination lock. Combination is 19, 38, 23. And what you want to remember is that we're going to take the numbers right, left, and then back to the right. And as long as you can remember that and your 3 numbers, you'll be okay. So let's try this. We're going to take the numbers to the right, and I'm spinning until I get to the 19. I just passed it, so I went around again because you don't want to go back and forth. The lock won't work. So I stop on the 19. Now I'm going to take the numbers to the left, and I'm going to pass the number 19 before I stop on the 38. So here they go to the left. There goes the 19, and I'm going to stop on the 38. The last number is 23, and I'm going to go back to the right. I'm not going to worry about any of the numbers from before, and I'm just going to stop as soon as I get to it. And let's see if it opens. It did. So that's all you have to remember. Right, left, right. John, Layla, and Madison would like to know what to do if they forget their locker combination and what to do if their locker gets jammed. Both are possible, not likely, but possible, so it's great that you asked. If you forget your locker combination, your counselor or someone in the main office can access it and give it to you and send you on your way. Don't ever hesitate to ask for it because we want you to. We want you to be able to get into your locker, and we really do not want you to share it with anyone else to help you remember. So we want you to come to us. If you give your combination out to anybody else, we can't guarantee that it'll stay safe. So not even your best friend who you share everything with. Tell your parents, that's it. What to do if your locker gets jammed? It gets jammed when we shove too many coats, sweatshirts, shoes. You'd be surprised. You have to keep the doorway and the locker part, the lock, clear so that it can open and close. If it gets jammed, we have amazing custodians who will be able to help you even with the hardest jam they have opened, or there are teachers or staff members with keys that are around the lockers that can help you bypass the combination. Again, don't hesitate to ask. We want you to be able to get in your locker. You will not get in trouble. Catherine and Elena would like to know, are the lockers close to the classes? What to do if I forget where my locker is? And is there a time I should go to my locker? So the lockers are close to many of your classes, not necessarily all of them, but many. They are going to be near your math, science, social studies, and language arts classes. And the way you remember where it is, when you first get there, you want to look around. The area is not that big, so you're in a 6th grade wing. You want to make sure that you are you by a corner? Are you by the bathroom? Are you by the elevator? Are you across the hall from the science lab? Find your landmarks, and then that way you can get to the general area. Your locker number will be printed on your schedule, and that will get you to your actual locker. But if you forget it, if you can't find it, come and ask your counselor or the main office. We can help you. And there are times that are better. As I mentioned, your locker is by certain classes. Those are the times you want to go. But you don't want to go 7 times a day. You want to go in the morning, get a couple classes worth of notebooks, go back in the afternoon or middle of the day, and then again before you get on the bus or walk or get picked up. It won't be efficient for you to go so many times in a day. So you want to go when you're nearby. And that'll depend on everybody's schedule and what it looks like. You may go after 3rd, your friend may go after 4th. It all depends, and you may change it after the first week or 2. So just be ready to see if it works, and if it doesn't, we can tweak it. You can also talk to your counselor if you're having trouble getting to your locker and managing your time and getting to classes on time. So don't hesitate to make an appointment. That's what we're there for. We're going to move on to the teams. Caitlin and Richie would like to know, how do the teams work, and will I have friends on my team? The teams are randomly assigned by the computer. We put all of the kids' names in the computer, and you are given a red, yellow, or white team. The teams are identical. They all have a social studies, a science, a language arts, and a math teacher. One team is not harder than the others. One does not give more homework than the others. They are very balanced. It's completely general from the computer and random. So you might be on a team with your best friend and you might not, but you will definitely be on a team with kids you recognize from your elementary school. We're going to finish up with some lunch questions. Reagan and Yaw would like to know, how does lunch work? Can I eat with my friends? are the tables assigned and what's up with recess. So here's how it works. Period 4 in your schedule is a 6th grade lunch. It runs from 10:52 to 11:22. You may eat with your friends, and the tables are not assigned. So you find a table with your friends, you sit down, you eat. The teams are going to be open this year, so we're not going to be set by red, yellow, or white. So you will be able to eat with all of your friends and any new friends that you make. Recess is the one that's changing. We had something called leisure, and that was a time where you could read, go to the library, talk with your friends, go outside if it's nice. But there were so many days that we didn't have nice enough weather, and kids weren't able to go outside and release that energy. So you were going to have gym every day, and we're removing leisure. So the 30-minute period for lunch is the time that it takes you to get there, by your lunch or snack, or bring the lunch in with you and sit and eat. So you are not going to be racing through your lunch and then going to leisure. It's just a lunch period, and then you will have gym every day. So I hope that answers your questions, and thank you so much for asking them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your 5th grade year. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you at the middle school. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Blender and I'm a counselor at MOMS. We are very excited to have you as our next 6th grade class. Today I'm going to talk to you about clubs and activities. I encourage every one of you to get involved in some form of after-school activity. It's a great way to meet other students, not just in your grade, but the whole school, and really get involved in the Mount Olive Middle School experience. We have something to offer for everyone to get involved. In terms of sports, in the fall, we have both boys and girls soccer, field hockey, and cross country. In the winter, we have both boys and girls basketball and wrestling. And in the spring, we offer softball for girls, baseball for boys, and track and field for both boys and girls. We have so many after-school clubs, something for everyone. Intramural sports activities include basketball, floor hockey, indoor soccer, kickball, wiffle ball, ping pong, etc. Just a fun way to do some fun stuff. Art Club, Community Links, which is a service organization, Creative Writing Club, Dance Club, Debate Club, Drama Club. If you have seen any of the plays we put on at MOMS, you know you're getting involved in something great. Games Club, Homework Club. Students who are struggling to meet the demands of their academic classes have the opportunity to receive support and assistance with their homework during these after-school sessions. For the music lover, we have Jazz Band, Junior Triam Music Society, Rock and Roll Academy, Select Choir, and Junior Winds. You are going to have to try out, but if you're a music lover, this is great stuff. We have a literary magazine, Math Club. The Media Center is often open. Mount Olive Mountain Team is our ski club. No experience necessary. Robotics Science Olympiad, which has advanced, intermediate, and beginner groups. Science Club, Student Council, Student Task Force. Technology and Broadcasting, Technology Student Association, TSA. Theater Sound Lighting Technicians, Yearbook Layout, and Photo. As you can see, we offer so many different things that there's no excuse for you not to stay after school. Really, come on out. I'm going to answer some questions about sports and activities from some of our students at CMS. Merrill and Hamsini ask if we have to try out for sports. Some of the sports that we offer require tryouts. Track and field and cross country, I believe, are open to anyone who wants to run. Jared asked if sports are after school. Yes, they are. Like all of our after-school activities, late buses are provided. Lucy asks, do you have to have good grades to play sports? I believe you have to be passing your classes. Your coaches will usually talk to you about your grades. Jessica and Joshua ask, do we get information about clubs and sports? Yes. Fall sports information will probably be sent home. Other seasons, listen to the morning announcements. In the fall, we will have Club Information Day, where you can explore your interests and learn more about these activities. Sachi, Chelsea, and Samantha ask, what clubs and activities are available? I talked about them above, but come out for the Club Information Day. I hope to see you guys. Have a great summer and get involved.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Krentz, and I'm a counselor at MOMS, and I work with students in all 3 grades. I have some answers to questions for you today. These are the lightning round questions, with sort of quick answers. The first one comes from Lena and Caden, and they want to know who is the principal. The principal is Mr. Kramer, and there's 2 things you need to know about him. He is a really great principal, and he can dunk a basketball.
Jimmy.
Sarah, Amav, and Mariolina ask, can you carry a bag to class? The answer is yes, you can. You may carry a string bag or a backpack from class to carry your stuff. Benson wants to know, what are the subjects? Your core classes that everybody has are math, language arts, science, and social studies. You may have band, orchestra, or chorus if you chose that. You will also have trimester classes, which are called cycles. Everybody will have computers, Spanish, and dynamic math, or almost everybody. And then you will also get other elective cycle classes that will be assigned to you. And those, some examples of those are foods, art, video editing, stuff like that. Yao and Samantha ask, what do they have for lunch and how much is lunch? Lunch costs $3.75. And I would say for middle school, our lunches are pretty good. Examples of things that you can buy for lunch are crispy chicken bowl with mashed potatoes and corn, or nacho supreme. There are plenty of food items that are available every day, like sandwiches and wraps, bento boxes, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken patty, veggie burger, a daily pasta bar, and of course there is pizza. Derek asks, are the hallways crowded? Yes, Derek, sometimes the hallways are crowded. Just being truthful. Thomas and Emma want to know, will we get a supply list? Yes, you will. Just check the website. Teachers will post supplies probably sometime in the middle of the summer. Richetta asks, are there G&T classes and G&T art? The answer is yes, there will be a G&T program and there will be G&T art, and you will get more information about it in the beginning of the school year. Merv would like to know, do students share lockers? The answer is no. Each student gets his or her own locker. Tyler asks, what time does school start? That's easy, 8 a.m. Emma asks, do you need to bring your instrument to school every day? And the answer is no. You may use the lockers in the band room to hold your instrument. Robert would like to know, can 6th graders use 3D printers? The best answer I can give you, Robert, is maybe, but definitely by the time you're in 8th grade, you will have a chance to have used the 3D printers. Hannah asks, do they have volleyball? The middle school does not have a volleyball team, but you will have plenty of chances to play volleyball in your PE class. Lisa asks, can I choose my cycle classes? No, cycle classes are assigned to students due to limitations in teacher availability and class size. These classes may not be chosen or changed. Okay, a lot of kids ask this question. This question is from Emin, Tommy, Sophia, Brandon, Addison, Jaden, Capucine, Kelsey, Jackson, and Belinda, and unfortunately it's a question that I can't answer. They would like to know, will we get to visit the school over the summer? At this point, that kind of decision has not been made, but as soon as we know, we will let you know. Salome asks, will I walk or take a bus home? It depends on where you live, and information about your bus or walking instructions will be mailed home this summer. The last question comes from Samantha, Abby, and Ethan. This is the easiest one to answer. They want to know, are the teachers nice? Yes, the teachers are super nice, and they're funny and helpful, and they're really good at what they do. So 5th graders, have a great summer, and I can't wait to see you in the fall. Bye.